Hey everybody, it's Cindy Russell with Runs with Scissors and Chalk coming to you live this last week of the our self-isolation. I am coming to you with my TP earrings in. I'm totally set for the atmosphere out there. I have been away for a couple of weeks. I was preparing for a weekend retreat that was scheduled to run this past weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which ended up in the 11th hour being canceled. I did not postpone it because the crop house we were renting is full through the next year. I do know for a fact that we have next March on the books, and hopefully things will be back up and running by then. Because of all the changes and the closings and the everybody having to stay in and stay away from each other, I'm having to revamp how I do classes, and so this is going to be my first class for the Easter egg class, which is scheduled to was scheduled to run on April 2nd at Catonsville Mercantile. The shop is not open at this time, and until further notice they'll let us know when they're going to open back up. But I had 2 classes this month, and I know I was supposed to have another class on April 1st, and I was supposed to do something on April 15th, and so all of that has changed, and I'm just trying to figure out the best way to move forward. So for the Easter egg class on April 2nd, what I've done is gone back in. I'm ordering, so I already had the eggs, which are sold out. These are Couture eggs. I already had them in hand. Couture did run out of eggs, and they were not replenishing them because they wouldn't get them in until after Easter. So we'll look for them again next year. But I already have 8 ladies signed up. I have their materials here. What they're going to do is I'm going to bag up later this week, make little bags and do porch pickups, either my porch, or if you want to coordinate a time, I'll meet you down at the shop. We can go from there, but I'm going to give everybody their transfers that they need, and your transfers are going to come, there's 4 egg designs, and they're going to come in one sheet, and just take a pair of scissors that you have, cut them into their separate pieces. Well, that's the first thing you're going to have to do. The other thing I'm going to provide for you are the stir sticks and the mini squeegee that you need, and these are very handy tools. So clean them up and save them for your next project. Okay, and of course you'll get your unpainted eggs. There's 3 in a pack for the surface. The eggs, because they're wood, it's recommended that you wax them. Excuse me. So I will take them and put a layer of wax on them. And what you'll need to do when you get them and you're ready to sit down and do this in your kitchen or your craft room is just take an old tea towel, some cloth, and buff the surface just like you wax shoes or wax a car. And you're just going to take off some of the top layers. It'll make it shiny. It'll make it shiny and smooth, and that's what you want to be chalking on. I'm providing you with 3 paste packs. You get to choose. You'll get a choice of your colors, and I think out of the 8 ladies, 6 of you have told me your color choices, and I will put those in your bag. I will contact the other 2 ladies again this week and hopefully get some choices from them for this. Anyway, you're going to get your paste pack, and I'm going to show you how to do this so that this paste pack can be used again, and hopefully you won't use it all on your couple of eggs. So you're going to stir, just mix it inside the paste pack at the bottom. If it is not moist enough, or it's sometimes they're drier than others, we're simply going to add a few drops of water to it and stir it. And anyway, so you want to cut the top of the pack, and I'm going to leave the color. Sometimes the color is on the top. It just depends on the design of the packaging. So just I'd make sure you leave the color so you can see it. So you might need to cut the bottom of the pack, but I'm going to cut right across the top, open the pack up, okay, and now I'm ready to use it. Now, sometimes you see videos and they squeeze everything out into a little tray or a dish. That's great if you're going to use all the packet and you're going to just do away with the leftover. If you'd like to try to save some of your color, we're just going to use it right out of the package. All right, so let me change your viewpoint and aim you down at my craft table here. And let's go. Oh, rotate your phone. It's funny, it knew. Okay, let's see. Are you down there? My light's dying a little bit. Okay, so this is my craft table here, and I just have a mat down. You could do it at your kitchen table, and actually the first time I did anything, I did it at my kitchen table, and I have a craft room, but it was easier to be in the kitchen. You also, another thing you're going to need, so you need your mini squeegee, your stir stick, you'll need your stencil, your packet of paste that's open, and I'll go back into this, but you need a tray of water. Because when I pull the stencil off, I want to put it right into a tray of water face down until I get a chance to clean it. I don't want the paste to dry in my silk screen. If the paste dries in the silk, you're going to ruin the transfer and you won't be able to use it again. So your transfer is going to be good and you can use it time and time again when you want to. All right, now when we pull the transfers off, especially when they're new, they tend to be very sticky, and we use something called a fuzz cloth, and you can fuzz your transfer on this. If you don't have a fuzz cloth, I'm sure you do have a tea towel. That's terry. If you don't have a tea towel, use your shirt. Just stick it to your shirt, peel it off, stick it to your shirt a few times. You're just reducing the adhesiveness of the transfer. Now, I did these before because I did a video when I did the other side, but I wasn't as specific because you weren't doing them on your own. When you line this up, if I'm using a flat surface, the corners here are actually going to stick because of the way the egg shape is shaped, that I'm not sticking to the outside. So the only thing that really is sticking is the blue here where it's meeting the wood. Okay, so you just want to make sure that it's good and down and it's not going to slip. We don't want it to slip. Okay, so I did that. Put my piece down on there, and I'm going to do flowers because I think we could all use little flowers with this with first day of spring being yesterday, and it's supposed to snow tomorrow. So we could all use little flowers. This is where your stir stick comes in handy. I'm going to put it in the packet, and I'm going to stir my paste, and I'm going to pull it up and look at it. It actually looks pretty good. Looks pretty thin, and I'm going to go ahead and try to squeeze some up, pull some up. I'm going to put it on here. Now, those of you who have silk screened or done the chalk with me before, we have to work quickly. I don't want and this is just a lid I'm going to use to sit my stir stick in. I don't want the chalk to dry on the surface, so I'm going to quick pull it across. This is a little thick. It could have used a squirt or two. I'm going to pull it across my whole egg, hitting all those spots. I'm going to need a little bit more, wee bit more. On this side. Actually, I am going to squirt in there. Now, if you don't have a squirt, just use mine is distilled water. Because these are packets, and most likely you're going to use them quickly, just use bottled water. That should be fine. And I didn't tell you. So the squeegee should be 90 degrees, and I want the bevel piece towards me so that I can pull the ink and the paste towards me, and now I have plenty and actually maybe too much. So I'm going to go back over and pick up and put back into my container the excess. I'm going to try to put it back in here using my little stir stick. Am I on screen? There you go. Scoop it up, put that in there, and put it back in here. Squeeze it off. All right, I'm going to pull my transfer before it dries. So I'm going to hold it, pull gently. Ta-da! Look at those cute little flowers. The other side's teal. The flowers, I'm going to let that dry. My transfer that I just pulled, I'm going to place this into my tray of water. And again, a glass pan, anything, any kind of baking dish, anything that's going to hold just a little bit of water to let it sit in. And there you have it. We just silk screened my flowers on here in guava. I'm going to put the other paste, put the paste back in here. Now, what do I do with my paste pack? I still have a good chunk of paste down here, so it takes very little paste to do this. I'm going to use my towel. Okay, clean that edge off. So what I want to do is get the air out of the packet, and I think I've showed this to you before. Force it up at the top. I'm going to fold the edge over, fold the edge over, fold the edge over, and then using a piece of tape. I wouldn't use a staple. I wouldn't put holes in the packaging, but using a piece of tape, and this is just washi tape. Tape the package shut as far down as you can, and that paste should stay good for your next project. It will be ready to go. If air gets to it, it's going to dry, but if you can keep the air out, it should be good for quite a while. Okay? All right. Any questions? If you have questions, comment below, and we'll go from there. I do have a few. If you didn't sign up for the egg class, you didn't get signed up for that because I am out of eggs. And as I said, Couture is out of eggs too. So we'll look for this again next year. We'll get you in class next year. But if you're looking to chalk something, I have these little sets. These are the mini transfers. They come in a sheet of 12, and I've broken them up into smaller sets. It comes with the stir stick, the squeegee, the paste pack, and these paste packs are peony if you want. And they're Easter themed. They're spring and Easter. These two just happy Easter and you're a good egg. Anyway, you can stencil on, chalk on pretty much anything. Here's a bell jar I did with St. Patrick's Day things on it, just to give you some ideas. I've done little mugs for Valentine's Day. I did a lot of different things, so lots of possibilities. Let's bring you back up, and I'll say goodnight here, or at least for now. Let's see, are you there? Okay, well, close enough. All right, so this was my Easter egg class for April 2nd. Like I said, I've been in touch with most of the ladies. I have 2 more ladies to contact to find out what color paste packs they want. I will get them out to them. I'm looking at running my next class, which was supposedly going to be at the end of the month, is now not happening, and I hope to do this later today for you. So next class is we're going to make bird houses out of the house Couture house set. We're going to stencil, color, add some details to it, and make very cute little birdhouses. Again, for spring, would look good on your Easter table. Anyway, that class is scheduled at the end of the month. I haven't even put anything up for orders, but I'll take orders soon. So advertise, we'll take orders. We'll either get you the material, porch pickup if you're not close to me. let me know and we can work it out where you just order and the materials are sent directly to you, and then I'll do a video. I'll do a how-to video for you, and you can create your own at your own time in your own self-isolation, so that we're not making anybody, we're not sharing any germs. So it's good seeing you. Hi, Mary Kay. How are you? Good to see you. Anyway, aren't these oh so cute? I have another lady who wants to do a class, and I have other eggs. They're not chalk couture. They're wooden eggs that I got. They're roughly the same size, so they need to be painted, and that's going to be a project coming up soon. But anyway, all right, so I'm kind of on a roll today. I was down this whole week, one, because I was getting ready for that weekend crop that didn't happen and got held up, and I just wasn't feeling great, so I did a lot of laying around. So I'm playing some catch up today. All right, peace out. Have a good day. Stay healthy. Bye.